Hello, everybody. I am the venomous pawn. You know me as the Pinkie Pie of the group. And okay, we recently held a poll discussing which episode you guys want us to do: Apple Buck season or Hearts and Hooves Day. And as you can see, Hearts and Hooves Day won that, so we will be covering that today. So, of course, I am not alone. We have our rarity of the group, Jedi Padawan Danielle.
Greetings, everyone. Your giant hashtags and references here. Giant Padawan Daniel, how y'all doing?
We have Fluttershy, Violet Bloom.
Hi, everybody.
Our Twilight of the group, which is Logan the Bad Wolf, otherwise known as Sharpwit.
I didn't feel anything during this episode. I feel funny.
We have our Applejack of the group. We have our Applejack of the group, Morsigo.
Hello, everybody. I am Morsigo Cinzento, and I do not have a catchphrase, so deal with it.
Our Rainbow Dash, which is Kanata, otherwise known as Rainbow Dash Fan 26.
What's good, everyone?
We have our Starlight of the group, which is Neon, otherwise known as Yoshi Gamer 93.
Hey yo, what's up? Your local spellslinger snipers here, and Logan, stop pulling the A and Y on you. I'm really ashamed of you. I mean, seriously.
Alright, I'm moving on. We have our Spike, which is Elite Yoshi.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And for the first time on our Bronimaniacs Discuss, we have a special guest. Everyone say hello to Crimson Burst Star.
Hi ho, every pony.
Alright, and as I said before, we are going to talk about Hearts and Hooves Day. You know how the situation goes. One thing we do like, and then we'll go in, it's going to go in random order, but then we'll go in reverse about one thing we don't like about the episode. But here's a new rule. Unless you're the person that's selected, everyone else has to be silent or muted. Because because of what happened last week, it got pretty chaotic. So we're just gonna tone that down a few pegs.
Hey, it's a Discord, so what do you expect?
Very
It's
funny.
a bit chaotic.
Very funny. Okay. So, Hearts and Hooves Day. Alright, first off, we're going to talk about what we do like in the episode. And since it's going to be someone's birthday, right, on Valentine's Day, Violet is going to start us off.
Thank you, Venomous. And yeah, the one thing I do like about this episode is, well, the holiday itself, really, because I always liked the fact that Equestria from season 1 had tackled on the idea of Christmas and Halloween. So I've always been interested in how they're going to present other well-known holidays like Easter and Valentine's Day. So yeah, that's really the one thing I like about this episode. How they introduce the holiday and kind of like how kids first learn about the holiday, which is from school, by creating all these Valentine arts for their teachers and for one another.
Yep. Anything else, Violet?
No, that's really it, actually. So
That actually is kind of interesting because if you think about it, Hearts and Hooves Days is inspired by Valentine's, but when it comes to things like Heartswarming, it's more of a. It is inspired by Christmas, but it's also more of a national day of the Equestria, because that's also the day where the Equestria was founded. So that's interesting. That is an interesting concept for me.
Yeah. And
we're still awaiting the Easter.
Yep. And Violet, to correct you, both those episodes went on season 2, not season 1.
oh, right. Sorry.
That's okay. Who do you pass it off to?
I'm gonna pass it off to Okay, Daniel, you're up.
I had to do that. 'Cause
You
the
are
season
truly
doesn't
our
do that.
little lighting bliss.
No jokes about it. That's the definitive truth.
The floor is yours, Daniel. One thing you do like in the episode.
One thing I do like about the episode, that's a bit hard, but I'm gonna probably go with like the moral of the episode. Like, two ponies cannot be forced to get together and stuff. I thought that was a pretty good moral.
Hmm.
And I also found I found it a little funny at me, but I thought it was a pretty good moral that the CMC learned.
Alright. Anything else on that, Daniel?
Well,
Remember, it has to be one thing.
overall, the moral, I think the moral's just the only thing I liked about it. So, like, I thought that it was really cool how the CMC learned moral, and that was pretty much it.
Alright, who do you pass it off to?
I don't know, I'm a little short-sighted on this.
Seriously?
Come on, we could give you a little help.
Let him continue,
Don't get
guys.
tall with me.
Who do you pass it off to, Daniel?
I'll pass it to our guest here, Crimson Burst Star.
Alright, Crimson, the floor is yours. Name one thing you like in the episode.
Well, it was understandable for to show that it was a Valentine's Day special episode. I kind of liked how the Kingdom Crusaders were trying to get Miss Cheerlee and Big Matt together, which did look pretty cute. I'll admit that was smart thinking.
Anything else you want to expand upon that?
Well, at least they were doing something nice for their teacher who has no Valentine, which was understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But the love potion didn't need to get involved in this.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, I know. But all in all, that's what I have to say about it.
Alright, who do you pass it off to?
I'm gonna pass it to our spite.
Alright, Yoshi, the floor is yours.
Alright, well, before I state what I like, I just want to make one thing clear. Like Mr. Enter, I'm not exactly a huge fan of Valentine's Day episodes. I don't know why, they just try way too hard to be, with the romance plot as much as possible. But, strangely enough with this episode, I actually find this one to be a huge exception to my rule.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just be honest. I'm not really into the whole Valentine's Day thing. This is the reason I don't really celebrate it to begin with. I mean, hell, it's not even considered a major holiday, so... but yeah, about the episode. There was definitely a lot to like in this episode. I'm not kidding. But I know since the rule is only one thing that we liked for this section, I'm probably going to narrow it down to Sweetie Belle's song.
Heart Stallion, I think it's called.
Yeah. But, it's weird because remember the last time Sweetie Belle sang, which was back in, what episode was it? The one where...
Showstoppers?
No, that was Scootaloo. No, it's the one where Fluttershy was tasked with babysitting them.
Oh, Stairmaster.
Yeah, she sang much better in this episode than she did in there.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, because when I heard Sweetie Belle's singing voice during season 1, I was not a huge fan of it. I mean, I will give it credit, like, she did sing well, I just didn't like the song that they gave her to sing.
Alright.
And, it was pretty funny, especially especially with that one scene with Button Mash, who basically would be, later on, become like a popular fan character in the Brony community.
Hmm.
Yeah, it had its quirks. It was a quirky song. I liked it.
Alright, who do you pass it off to, Yoshi?
Alright, so let's see. Crimson went, Jedi went, Violet went. Have you gone yet, Vem?
No, I have not.
Alright, then I'll pass it to you.
Pass it to me? Okay. Okay. I think some people here are really gonna disagree with me, but here's the thing: I cannot stand romance stories because they always get so sappy, so cheesy that it all it does is just make me groan. But when this episode did it, I actually thought it was hilarious because I figured out very quickly that they're kind of satirizing the forced romance cliches. It's more of a mockery than anything. So yeah, I actually like the lovey-dovey talk that Big Macintosh and Miss Chili gone through. I found it hilarious. But to be fair, you can only find it really funny if you discover that it's like satirizing the romance cliches. I mean, I understand that it made a lot of people cringe, and I get it. There's definitely something to cringe about, but I didn't for some reason. I really can't explain why. But yeah, I thought the lovey-dovey talk was hilarious. So, but that's...
Thank you. I thought I was the only one.
So, anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to... Who do I pass it off to? I'm gonna pass it off to Logan.
I like turtles. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Well, that had to be said.
It's Logan, don't question
That's
it.
because the episode. I don't know about you, but I'll go to that later because we are doing what we like and what I like, what I do like, what I do like. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that the Kunima Crusaders weren't totally oblivious to the fact that something is not right after they gave Miss Chili and Big Mac that love potion. And immediately they've seen that something is off, and they went to check it. So they find out that it's not a love potion, but a love poison, because Twilight didn't read the whole book and stuff like that. But I actually think it's a good part of it, considering I cannot find anything more than this. Sorry.
So you like how the CMC
That's just a personal matter. We'll get to that.
So you like how the CMC were written?
Yeah, the fact that they actually, they weren't oblivious. They weren't like, oh, they are in love, whatever. They are lovely, whatever, talking. And then they realized they gave the love poison for some convenient reason. No, they weren't. They exactly noticed that fact that something is off, and they checked it. I think that's a good part, considering the whole forced shipping thing. So, okay. When it comes to pass it off, Morsego.
Oh, thank you, Logan. What I did like. Well, I'm kind of glad that I was the last one to be picked because Violet and Daniel already covered something I like. I can only pick one. Then
No,
I really like the episode from the.
You're not the last person.
Oh yeah, sorry, but still, I think I.
Hey, what about me?
Well, Kunata,
You forgot about me as
I
well.
sometimes am bad at math. Okay.
Go on, Masiko.
I did like, however, the minute that they give the love poison, it all goes downhill because they realize what it is, and the levels that they went through to fix it, and how they were punished for the mistake.
Okay.
Because it was legit the type of shenanigan that I like in the show. That was legit funny, and If I am allowed to pick one small detail, I do like that a nod to Valentine's Day that is a holiday that everybody, well, not everybody, but some people enjoy. It has a very dark origin. This episode also, Hearts and Hooves Day has a very dark origin.
Yeah, but anyways, we'll
Yeah.
probably get to that
that's it.
since
That's what I like.
we
Yeah.
gotta focus on
It-
one thing.
So,
Yeah, but it's kind of like with the Heartswarming. It also have some dark past with it, just like
Yeah.
Hearts and Hooves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh,
if you think about it, Nightmare Nights is also have some dark past because of Nightmare Moon.
We're not.
Yeah, but-
we're not touching
but
that though.
Yeah, but everybody associates that one already kind of like dark theme. I mean, Hearts and Hooves is basically like Valentine's Day. That it's all good and jolly, but it also came from a big tragedy.
That the kingdom fall.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
of that love poison.
But that's it. So I'm going to pass to our dear on Konata that I accidentally forgot.
Alright, Kanata, floor's yours.
Okay. The one thing that I like about this is small, but it's the facial reactions of the CMC whenever they find out that Miss Chewy doesn't have a special sun pony. It's like the reactions at that moment. It's something small, but I enjoy facial expressions and the eyes when it comes to episodes that focuses on that. Like when Rainbow Dash found out that Starlight never heard of the Wonderbolts, or when Twilight forgot about the cake when they were trying to please the Yaks.
We
Or-
talk
or-
about the axe.
Or when Rainbow
Basically,
Dash,
you like all episodes that use like exaggerated expressions pretty well for the plot.
yeah.
I am with you on that. I can agree on that.
I also enjoyed Scooter's face in particular when they were all talking to Twilight and everything about a love potion, and they were all underneath Twilight, and Scooter had this crazy look in her eyes. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I can agree
Okay,
with
I have
that.
to
Okay,
agree
you
on
got
that
me.
And I also love that Sweetie Belle was basically pulling her puppy eyes that she uses a lot of rarity to get what she wants.
Yep.
Just give me 1 second here. I know what you guys are talking about.
And also, sorry, Konata, but I also have to make a remark about what you said about facial expressions.
Alright.
Remember when she was like in the bushes? Oh, come on!
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was
She
hilarious.
basically shows that she has some of rarity genes because they are both the same dramatic queens.
Yep.
Darling, I
Well,
know what
they
you're
are
talking
sisters.
about.
They are sisters after all, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I also enjoy
Yep.
Sweetie Belle's look when she first got the idea.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're going overboard. But first things first, I know what you guys were talking about. It's not the right background, and I do apologize. This is the best one I can find. But you'll probably see it later on when the stream catches up to you. But I was thinking, is it like something like this? Once it comes up.
Well, I cannot see it right now, but I imagine that you're referring to the scene where they're talking to Twilight.
Yeah, it is right now.
She's like, I don't suppose you could borrow us the book? But of course!
Are you trying to kill me with cuteness?
He's going
God
down.
damn it.
I'm gonna have to call the
God damn it.
Ghostbusters.
We lost Silver Quill. Now we lost another one.
I'm gonna have to call the Ghostbusters now, aren't I?
I just want to
But wait,
show
it's
that.
Storming that doesn't blow up first.
I just want to show that picture so bad.
Okay, sorry. I'm back.
Oh, the dirty ones worked after all.
Alright, and Neon is the only one
I
left.
thought you were a Jedi.
So Neon is the only one left. So go right on ahead, Neon.
Well, at least you don't forget me. Well, What do I like about the episode? Well, it is a tough one to narrow down because for me it's between the laugh talk, which Venom has already explained, and in a way, yeah, the face expressions, the animation in itself. So hard to say which I really like the most. It's really that tie. But I think I would go with the laugh talk because I just find it hilarious in that episode, and because it's kind of like lighten up the mood when you're watching the episode as well. At least in my opinion. Well, now to the thing I didn't like about the episode.
Yep.
Well, it kind of have to be a nitpick for me, since this is one of the few episodes which has been aired in Germany as well, and that is the potion jokes. Let's put it like that. Because if you translate it in German, this joke doesn't make any sense at all.
What's the German translation?
Okay, poison is gift in German.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of ironic, I know. I have a gift for you.
And I thought only the Trojan ones gave Trojan gifts.
Kind of like that. So, yeah, like poison is gift, and potion is Trank. So there's not even remotely a rhyme or anything which could explain the joke in German. I don't know how it is for, maybe, who was it with Portuguese? It was Venom? Was it you or who was it?
Before, I would say that the same problem with the translation is in Polish, because...
In Polish, yeah, exactly, Logan, it was you.
Because, if I can say about the translation, in Polish, potion to jest... This is... Sorry. I'm mixing things up. Potion in Polish translate as elixir, mixtura, while poison is trucizna, trutka. Not even remotely similar. See?
Yeah,
that's
same
problem.
Same problem like in German. Same problem.
Exactly.
If I have to also say the problems with my translation here as well, here's the deal. Potion in Portuguese is poção, but poison in Portuguese is veneno, which is the same word used for venom as well. So yeah, there is also problems with that translation, and love is amor. So yeah, so that's the problem.
Okay.
Like I said, it's actually a nitpick for me, since I don't really have anything to hate about the episode.
Hey man,
it's actually one of those cases when the... Oh, sorry.
Oh no, please. It was just that nitpicks are useful for that.
Okay.
It's one of those cases when the joke only works in original, not in the translated version.
Yeah, that's something which is the problem in most of translation in all sorts of media, from television to movies to video games, especially in video games. But I keep ranting about that maybe in another day.
All right, Kanata, you're up.
Well, right back at you, my friend.
Okay. One of the biggest problems I have with this episode is the lovey-dovey talk in this episode.
My sugar in honey bear.
Thank you, I'm not alone.
You're never the only
And
one.
still to this day, we don't know how many
Continue.
times they have to try to get this line right.
You know what's worse?
The lovey-dovey line wasn't a deal breaker for me. Wasn't a deal breaker for me. I still enjoyed the episode to some degree, but it was still really annoying to deal with. It's kind of like Rainbow Dash impersonating the main six and Newbie Dash. It was kind of like that cringeworthy to me. I get why some people like it, but
if I may...
Go on.
Not yet, Logan.
Sorry, but... Okay, go on.
Go on, Kanata.
I was going to say, I get why some people can get into it and find it funny, but I just found it cringeworthy on my end.
All right. Bolsigo?
Yeah?
Your turn.
My turn to say something bad.
Yeah, since you went before Kanata and you almost forgot him.
Almost. Uh,
Yeah, me too, by the way.
He's not gonna. He's never. Those both are never going to let me live that one down. But I okay with that because I'm a prick.
Yeah, and I'm the one with a gun here, so better be careful next time.
I
Oh
have
my
katana.
god, you do not scare me with that compensating toy that you have there.
Okay.
Just don't mess
Excuse
with the
me?
tournament, please.
Can we just focus on the matter at hand here?
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
can you please?
What I was going to say, yeah. What I don't like about the episode, I could say I don't like the fact that the CMC are so overworked about getting their teacher a boyfriend and Big Mac a girlfriend as well. Because yeah, it kind of sucks. I know that they want to do them the best, but if they feel like they are fine single, they are fine single. That's about it, really.
Alright, who went before you?
I think it was Logan.
Yes, it was me.
Alright,
What did I?
go on, Logan.
First, I will go back to what Kanada said. It's not my negative. I don't think it was as bad as the newbie dash because, from my experience, from my taste, I also cringed during it, but I didn't turn off the volume during the first view of it. So it's cringy, but not as cringy as newbie dash. But back to my negatives. Can I say the whole episode? Okay, one thing.
No,
Okay.
you gotta be specific.
To be more specific, this episode kind of reminds me why I don't like some type of shipping. Okay, two cases when I all about shipping. One, when when the chemistry between the characters is real. When, like, saying, I don't know, Vapor Trail and Sky Stinger. This is a ship that it's pretty obvious, so I can go for it. And second case when I like shipping is when it's just a joke, like recently Flash Sentry and Lightning Bliss, or Toon Critic and the Tempest Shadow joke ships.
Yeah.
This episode,
Okay, I
however,
didn't know the second one yet, but okay.
it's a new character from the movie. Super edgy.
Oh, now I got it. Okay, sorry.
Anyways.
As for this episode reminds me why I don't like when some shipping, because I'm one of those who don't like to be forced to be shipping. In fact, I had the case when someone was trying to ship me, and trust me, this guy ended up swimming with fishes.
Logan, you talking about shallow graves and swimming with fishes. I think you do like the combined depth with water.
No, I just don't like when someone is messing without my knowledge.
No.
Seriously,
I
guy was trying to ship me with the girl that I don't even know. I didn't even see her face, or she wasn't. She just saw my picture, and I was really pissed off. That episode kind of reminds me of that situation when the girls were trying to forcibly find the boyfriend or very special somebody for Chile, even though she's an adult, and she can do it for her own. She don't need a free falls for her to do it.
So what you're saying
So
is
pretty much this, and again, I won't say this is a bad episode, but this is one of those episodes I just personally don't like. I don't hate it, but I don't like this episode personally because of that whole shipping thing.
so it's a personal episode for you, but it's personal for the wrong reasons.
Sadly, yes, that's the thing.
Okay, I got that. And I believe
You
I
were
went before you.
me, Venomous.
Yes, I did. Okay. That's a tough call. What I don't like in the episode. Okay, I know. Alright, this is gonna be a major nitpick, but I didn't like the part where how the CMC realized that they screwed up. I mean, really, all it took was just misfeed one single letter. That was all it took. Seriously?
Well,
Well, to be fair, we don't actually know how Equestria's writing goes. I mean, have you seen the cake in Party of One?
And
Yeah.
to be fair,
Fair
Yeah.
point.
you have to consider that maybe the CMC are dumbasses.
And to be fair,
They're kids.
the kids were trusting Twilight and didn't read that before doing the recipe
No.
because Twilight said it's a love potion.
Oh, you
And that-
reminded me of what I was because I was originally gonna say that, but I kind of forgot. So I know it sounds like a cheat, but yeah, scratch the one I said before. This is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking before, but I kind of forgot. Am I the only one that felt that Twilight was really unnecessary? Am I the-
You do realize that's my
I kinda
negative
felt
point?
that's my negative point. Like,
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that Twilight was used as a plot device.
Yeah, Twilight just did not need to be there.
It's like season 1 all over again.
Yeah, you
Okay,
actually
that
made a good point. I completely forgot to mention that she was just used as a quick way gag to advance the plot.
You could have
Yeah,
the point.
pretty much.
You could have had the CMC just trot through Twilight's library and find the book there, and the episode would have gone along the same way.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
we had
but
some.
then you
Then,
would,
but then,
blame the ideology of the CMC just on them. And then again, your argument with just kids wouldn't fit then. If I say so myself here.
Fair point.
and we would have we would have a problem because we would have something to complain about. We would have complained that CMC are stealing books.
No, I mean,
Using books they shouldn't have used in the first place? You
If
do
I can
realize that
play,
it's kind of like if a kid would walk into a pawn shop or something like that.
fair enough.
if I can play the devil's advocate on that one, I think that it actually would be way too convenient if they, in my opinion, the CMC would go and conveniently find that exact book while the Twilight just conveniently was reading that book. So both cases are bit too convenient, but I think the Twilight, the actual version, what we have, it's let's say it's a lesser evil for me in this case.
And let's be honest. If not for that, we would not have the fun sequence of them trying to chase separated two bewitched ponies that are strong as all hell.
It's a nitpick. That's all I'm doing at this point. It's a nitpick. I mean, I thought Twilight was kind of pointless in the episode, but it's negligible.
Well, to be fair, in order for the CMC to even get that book, it had to be none other than Twilight. I can't imagine like anybody else like reading that book or presenting that book to the CMC.
Which is
Twilight
why
was like the perfect character to bring in that book and to continue the plot along.
Which is why I declare it's a
Exactly.
nit. Which is why I thought it was a nitpick because I can't see why they put Twilight there.
No Ponyville ever used that library. Twilight lives there. She has nothing to do.
Anyways, who went before me? Was it who went before me? Was it Yoshi or was it Crimson?
that was me.
Yeah, it was Roshi. Yeah.
Oh, it's Yoshi.
It was
Okay.
me.
Alright, go ahead, Yoshi.
Oh boy. Well, there is one thing that I didn't like, however, it's not a major downer for the episode. It would have to be the problem that persisted in season 1. They shoehorned Twilight into the episode.
Eh,
I mean, I know it's not a major problem when it comes to it, but really, I mean, I don't know why. It's just, I get the fact. Look, she's the main character of the show. I get that. But seriously, you don't, every episode that isn't centered around her, she doesn't need to be a part of the episode. I mean, granted, like I said, this episode was more persistent with season 1, so I'm not going to be too critical on it. But you know, there could have been a different way that the CMC could have gotten the book instead of just having it. Or heck, you know, maybe instead of bumping into Twilight, they could have gone to the Golden Oaks Library. Maybe they could have found something on it or something. I mean, then that way
They
it
were
wouldn't have
literally
felt
talking about that earlier.
yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, maybe have you know, since they can't find the book, have Spike help them out.
What reason for what
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
reason
whoa,
would
whoa, whoa, whoa! Sorry if I'm interrupting here, but you seriously want to replace this situation with Spike so he gets another bad situation?
Well,
Yeah,
this is
and that would just be more fuel for a right of fire at Spike. I mean, that would just be making him have to be taking more of the blame.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and Spike would. To be fair, I think in that case, Spike would have been just how can I say? What is the word? A unaware, unaware accomplice of the crime, because Twilight was kind of like, I can trust the girls. They'll never do anything this stupid.
even though she's done stupider things before.
No. I mean that the CMC, because at this point of the episode, the CMC did not do anything as stupid as the love potion deal.
Fair point.
I said by comparison.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think we're dragging it along here.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
drunk.
sorry, but I have to defend my little dragon brother there.
You do have a good point, though, Leon. That's a good point.
we're dragging this along.
Alright, who went before Yoshi?
It was Crimson, I believe.
Okay, Crimson, floor is yours. Crimson?
Oh god, I think we broke him.
but then
Crimson's broken. Can we get a new one?
GG, mates.
Yeah.
Well,
It looks like
hey.
Crimson is still muted. Okay, there we go. Sorry,
You got
Crimson.
That's fine.
Alright, then one thing you don't like about the episode.
Well, there's one thing that really annoys me right now, and I'm going red crimson on this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so get ready for rage.
Oh boy, here we go.
Take cover, everyone.
Mute.
3,
Everyone mute quickly.
2, 1. Okay, what the heck? Which doesn't make any sense at all. You can't just force 2 lovers in a Valentine's Day episode, which makes no sense. Why keep Crusaders? Why had you... Oh!
Because they are dumbasses and they need to learn a lesson.
Which they should have.
to be fair, they are own children at the end of the day, so they don't know better.
Yep, they are.
It made no goddamn sense. You can't just force 2 people not to love each other just because on a Valentine's Day, just for...
I think we can all agree that the moral for this story was not for any of us, because we all knew that from the beginning.
I like them all.
God, I'm
No, I know, but it
mad
was
about
not
that.
Alright guys,
But
we
yeah,
should be
Say
quiet.
Just... Oh.
Yeah.
No. Don't drag the Powerpuff Girls into this. Don't, please. I already have enough rage built up inside of me for this right now. I don't need that dragged into this.
You will probably
well,
want
hello,
to whenever
Firebrand.
I get to talking then, because...
To be fair, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, what's the problem with that? I mean, to me, this episode did that concept better. Like, the romance is completely...
Way better.
Yeah, the romance is completely fabricated, so it makes sense for them to break up at the end of the episode. But in the Powerpuff Girls episode, there actually was a legitimate romance going on between Professor Utonium and Miss Keen, but they broke up after one fight.
Yeah, it shows that they were not ready for a commitment.
Exactly.
Ooh, score for the CMC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the CMC barely did something good for that one in that episode, so yeah, that's kind of for my dislike right there.
Okay,
Alright, I'm back to normal Crimson. I calm down now.
who went before? Was it,
Me.
oh yeah, it was Daniel. Alright.
Okay,
Alright, Benny boy, here you go.
Okay, basically, I really did not like the love potion, and here's why. In part of the episode were just reminders on me. It's like this episode was kind of like a mixture of the Powerpuff Girls episode with Professor Utonium and Miss Keen combined with the Love Potion Valentine's Day special from Jimmy Neutron. it's like they combined both of those things into this episode, and it just like really, it's like you guys are just. It feels like you guys are just borrowing ideas from those two shows, and mixing them together for your own. But it just like you can't force two people to be together. I mean, I know they're kids. I get that, and I'm not. I don't blame the CNC because they're still kids. They're learning that. And Twilight, really, just how can you misread that? I mean, really, Twilight, you're supposed to be the element of magic.
Daniel,
Not of magic, not of grammar.
I was just gonna say that.
Mention that, Daniel. Daniel, if I have to argue against your arguments about Twilight, I don't think she knew that she were up to. I think she was just being like, oh, they just wanted to see it for curiosity. Why not? I mean, she was not even aware that they were like trying to get them two together.
She thought they were interested in learning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Twilight
argue.
should know better that those kids are not like her. She should know better.
Really, Daniel?
Really? I mean, because at that point, they hadn't done anything really catastrophic. So, should she really be expecting them to do something catastrophic with the book?
And think about what Twilight constantly does to Spike.
Don't remind me.
Exactly.
But yeah, like here's the thing though. But this episode is like basically the Powerpuff Girls episode combined with that other Valentine's episode of Jimmy Neutron with the love potion and everything.
And also, Daniel, I understand that sometimes in an episode we try to be original as possible, but here's the deal. In every show, art is basically like repetitions from what we do in the past, so it's not that bad that they take plot points from other main sources.
No, as long as you make
Take this conversation here as a whole as an example.
Exactly. We are the last people that we can say that we are blaming other people of ripping off other mediums.
Good point.
Speaking of which, Randomus, you just quoted the collab in your one segment, by the way, word by word.
Yeah, I know that's the joke.
Everything comes from something.
Yeah, it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, let's all be quiet for Violet, since she's the last one to go.
Here you go, Violet.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, jeez, don't tell me we have broken her too.
Fluttershy, there?
She is our Fluttershy after all.
Don't be shy.
Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry, but Violet is unable to come to the call at the moment.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that can't be good.
She's here.
Shoot!
Hold on.
Eddie?
Whoa, hey, bring Violet back here right now. This isn't funny anymore.
I'm sorry, but they'll make it fair since this is an episode focused on her own special day. I thought, why not I decide to jump in? I'm sure you don't mind, right, Violet dear? Hey, Larry, I am going to kill you!
Okay, that's it.
I'm getting the flamethrower.
I'm gonna let Dark Crimson take over for this one because I know he's gonna have a rage fit.
Okay, guys, let's not get this out of hand here.
No role.
Anyway, as I was saying, both Violet and I actually do have one thing that we do dislike about this episode.
Good.
And that is how this seems to represent all sorts of fandom in general. I mean, seriously, all the fandom keeps shipping two different ponies or two different people with one another, and this episode just shows how bad that shipping can be, especially for those that we know from the start will not work.
I think that's the point.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one thing. That's actually a small little nitpick, really. But both Violet and I can agree that is the one thing that we hate because that's just the one thing we find cringeworthy of some fandoms. Not to say that we don't like some shipping. I mean, cheese pie is both our OTP, for example.
We sure know it.
But still, yeah, most of the shipping that comes from all sorts of fandom, not just MLP, it just makes us cringe. And this episode just reminds us of that.
Digimon. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
No, it's fine, Venomous. To tell you the truth, that's actually the one thing we agree with.
Anyways, okay, alright, that's everything. So, it's time for us to give our final ratings for the episode. You know what, I'm still gonna start off with the birthday girl here. So, Violet, what would you get this episode out of 5?
Sorry about that.
Oh my goodness.
Violet, I still got her in my sight. Permission to shoot?
Oh, that
Can I
happened.
ask for a moment of silence because someone have from on my side have message for Flavor.
Okay. Alright, what would you give it out of 5?
Sorry about that.
Can I? Before?
I accidentally dropped the mic anyway. Well, anyway, I'm gonna give this episode 3.5 out of 5.
3.5? Alright.
Yeah, 3.5.
That's
Okay.
very generous of you.
Wait for my.
I actually still enjoyed the episode, and that's
Wait
really
for
all
me.
that matters at the end for me.
Alright, Daniel?
Mine's basically 3.5 as well. Because
Okay.
despite what I don't like about it, I still found the episode really enjoyable to watch. And also the fact that I'm not really into Valentine's Day, because it just puts me in a more depressed mood than I usually am in. But yeah, so I'm just giving it 3.5 because it was still enjoyable.
Alright. Alright, so let me get it. Give me a second, I'll put it up there. If I can.
1 hour later.
Jeez, I hate when this happens where I can't find it at first. Oh, here it is.
Didn't you prepare that in the first place?
No, because I didn't know what ratings each of us were gonna give it, so yeah.
Working with professionals just once.
Alright, so who went after Daniel? It was Crimson, what would you give the episode out of 5?
I could take it. No.
Give it the program here.
Sorry.
Keep Dark Crimson under control.
He's about to make me go He's about to make me go Red Crimson in a minute again.
Uh-oh. Should we get the tranquilizer darts?
Alright. I'm gonna have to rate this one 3.5 as well.
Okay. Alright, 3.5 for Crimson. Yoshi, what do you give it out of 5?
Sorry, I was a little distracted by the Twitch chat because one of the people watching gave it a negative 999 million out of 5.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's too funny.
This is not a Discord
Okay,
episode.
okay. Sorry,
Oh
okay.
dear.
Anyway,
Alright.
well, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's Day episodes, and I think, who was it that mentioned that earlier? Why? Was it you, or
I think it was Logan.
was it Logan that mentioned it?
I think it was Logan.
Logan mentioned for negative personal reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't celebrate the holiday myself, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the same time, I don't hate it. That being said, though, I would have to give this episode 4 out of 5 stars. I mean,
4?
I thought it was personally a great episode. I mean, yeah, I do have the nitpick with Twilight being shoehorned in, but to be honest, this isn't the worst example of it that I've seen in like every episode of the series.
Okay. I might as well go. Yeah, I might as well go. I'm also giving the episode a 4. I mean, I can understand why some people found it cringeworthy, or heck, even many of the reasons why people don't like the episode. But I understand the cringe factor, but it didn't bother me. Like I said, I find the lovey-dovey talk between Big Macintosh and Chili is really funny because you know it's fabricated and they're kind of satirizing it. So that's why it made me laugh. Yeah, I also give the episode 4 out of 5. I still find it an enjoyable episode. Logan?
2, and that's because I'm not a prick, yeah, just like Mosigo.
That's why we really do get along so well.
Wow.
Well,
I'm sorry, I trust my guts. My guts don't like this episode. Sorry, 2 out of 5. No.
Alright, Mosigo?
I give it a 4, even though I am a massive prick.
See? Exactly my
Well,
point.
you got that right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The Aeon of pricks.
Alright,
Hashtag Aeon of pricks.
Logan, you know what should be our song?
Oh no!
No, I don't want to know.
No.
Save it for the post
we-
show.
We
Save it for the post
are
show.
the crystal pricks.
No!
We always ruin the mood. And
No.
if we can, we will always find the way.
Venom!
Really?
Oh my gosh!
Kanata, what do you give it?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Getting back into the topic. Okay. I'm going to give this episode a 3 out of 5. Like I said before, I didn't want the lovey-dovey line, and I wasn't a big fan of the Perfect Stallion song, personally, but the comedy in this episode was really good, and there was nothing terrible about this episode. If it wasn't for the lovey-dovey lines, I probably would have given it a 4 out of 5, but as it stands, it's a 3 out of 5. Could have been a lot worse, but still a decent episode for
Alright,
what it is.
Leon?
Well, for me it was a fun episode, but it was not nearly perfect as it is. Even though I had to go with that little nitpick, it the one thing I don't like about the episode. So I actually give the episode 4 out of 5.
Okay. And I think
Oh, and Venomous, just on a side note, should I prepare ammunition for next time those dark sides are taking over? Somebody's telling me we need eating this.
No, I think we can keep it under control.
I
I would
think
take that as a challenge.
I suggest you bring a couple of 357 Magnum rounds. They are good for stopping power.
I would suggest.
Well, I do have the special ammo I was preparing for Bronimaniacs in case if Cartoon was taking over. I haven't tested them though.
You know what? Never mind. Don't take any chances. Pick up the Smith & Wesson 5000.
My suggestion would be a runic sword with special runes.
You know, I think we're getting out of hand with our weapon specialty talking.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I still will prepare for the next time. You never
Okay.
know.
Now it's it's our Neon's time.
Yeah, okay.
Neon
Give me.
Stein? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's Neon's time.
Give me a
Hashtag
And
moment.
there goes the
Fine.
PG rating.
Just give me a moment while
Hey, we never said we are going to be PG.
Okay.
Actually, we did.
Alright, I gotta
point.
figure it out.
Wait, what? When?
In the very first podcast.
Alright, I
I was
figured it
ill
out.
in the first one.
Alright, I figured
Okay,
it
never
out.
mind.
Okay, I divided all our ratings. So overall,
Sorry about that.
no, it's okay, it's okay. Overall, our group rating for the episode is a 3.5.
Cool.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Oh, and Daniel, I still have a bullet for your short little buddy. So start with the hashtag.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag Neonstein.
You little. Umgedrehtes Erdnussbutterbrot nochmal. Ich krieg dich.
What you said sounded very sexy.
What?
Hey, you see why I'm a solo choreographer?
We gotta have this hashtag trending. We have to have it trend on Twitter.
Oh, I'm gonna
Don't you
have it
dare!
trending on.
Don't
I'm gonna-
you dare!
I'm gonna have it trending on Twitch.
Daniel, I swear if I get my hands on you!
Should I do it yet? Should
Alright,
I?
Uh,
guys, I'm gonna wrap this up before we
Okay,
get to our post show. So yeah, that is what we think of the episode. Hearts and Hooves Day. It was kind of middle of the road. When it comes to according to the group rating, anyway. So that is it for Hearts and Hooves Day. Join us next week when we cover Applebuck season. This time for sure.
Okay then.
No. Wait. You got this wrong.
No, I had it right. Applebuck season.
Join us next week when we will cover the Applebuck season and drink beer like a proper rental relaxer should be.
Little Kid says hashtag get wish kit.
Bronimaniacs. Little chips.
Okay.
Of course you'd say that.
Oh dear.
Alright, so yeah, join us next week, 2:30 Eastern Central. Sorry, Eastern Standard Time. Burp. When we cover Applebuck season, so I'll catch you guys then.
May the force be with
See ya,
you all.
Later.
See ya.
Alright, now we're on the post show.